guys, if you guys want to see more videos, make sure you guys subscribe. Smash the bell button so you get the latest notifications about these videos. Alrighty, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the remote control channel, where everything is RC is going to be featured on here. Today we just stopped by Great Hobbies again. We picked up some Traxxas Rustler parts, just some extra arms, an extra front bumper in case I break it, because I have a good feeling. We managed to get the wing mount, the arms for the REVO. The one part that didn't come in, still the base mount. That's on back order, but we'll be doing some videos on replacing some of this stuff, but today's video is on the Rustler and how to replace your receiver, and we'll do also a little touch-up video of how to kind of set it up with your controller there. This is going to be the first time of me fixing one of these, so see how easy it is, guys. And then we're also going to caulk the whole receiver box once it is programmed to the remote control, so that way it stays waterproof. Alrighty, guys, so first step, I guess, would be to remove your old one. And what you guys are going to do is you guys are going to have a few bolts to take off. There's going to be this guy, and one in the very bottom right here. And what that does is holds the actual housing unit for the actual receiver there. It's very important that you guys clean this off and make sure it's not wet whatsoever. When you guys unplug these, one's going to be for your servo, the other one's going to be for your speed controller. I'll kind of let you guys know exactly which one goes where. Since we are recaulking this, I will pull off everything. That way it'll actually bind properly to the plastic, because this is some old silicone that I used, and you can just tell it's old. I don't even think I should use it. Why isn't this guy coming out nicely? There we go. Alrighty, guys, I'm just going to pause this real quick, and then we'll get back to you when I'm ready. Alrighty, guys, we're back. I do apologize again for you having to cut the camera there. Before we open this, if you guys do need a new receiver for your Traxxas Rustler VXL, it's going to be part number 6533. This guy took about a week and a half to get back in. That's why we haven't been doing any Rustler videos. Again, still waiting on the one from Traxxas. Well, we just have that one as a spare, just in case the REVO goes or this thing does it again. First things first is you're going to want to actually pull out the receiver itself. Again, you're going to want to make sure that everything is clean when you guys are mounting this. But if I do remember, bam, bam, and then that light gets tucked away there. So what you guys do get is this little sticky pad. Now, this guy, it's just easy enough where you're just going to peel it back. Careful not to touch it too much. Try to center it on as best as possible, guys. It's kind of hard, I know. And then you're gonna take off the backside tape to the sticker. It's hard with my shaky hands, I know, guys. Again, this gets mounted on like this. So this guy gets mounted, I think, right here. So just push down on it firmly, not too hard. And then hopefully that'll mount up like that nicely. Again, guys, what you guys are also going to need is the actual thing for the antenna itself there. And then you're gonna have to remove this bottom bolt on the very bottom. And we'll get this mounted in there first before we continue, because that's just gonna be easiest. Oopsies, I bumped the camera nicely. I have all these bolts scattered everywhere. Guys, it's just much more safer if you just put them in a little cup. But me, for the sake of the video right now, I don't want to mess with that too much. Alright, that one actually went in not too bad. I thought it was going to be a little bit tricky because it is on an angle and far down there. So we're just going to tighten this guy, just hand tight. As soon as it's snug, we'll just leave it as that. And there. I didn't really realize with plastic how easy it strips out. Me being a welder before and having forearms that are right strong, I always strip these things out. And I will be getting drill attachments, so these videos will be a lot easier to bear through. But I know if I don't tighten it myself right now, I'll probably forget about it. Now guys, with this, all you gotta do is really just stick it in the tube. And pretty sure this has got to go through here first. So what we'll do right now is we'll put all these guys through. So that way we don't forget about it and accidentally tighten everything and then have that pinched after. So once this guy is through, that'll be the last thing. Now guys, I will have to pause this video and figure this one quick thing out. Alrighty guys, just have to quickly confirm with Traxxas which one is which. So, your servo, well, let's go with the electronic speed control, will be plugged into either the one channels of channel number 1. Now your servo is going to be plugged into channel 2, which is the third from the top. Now I did ask if you can choose which channel, because there's two on the bottom for channel 1, which one you can use, and he said it doesn't matter. So yes, we plug that in. We're going to reroute these wires real quick. We'll do that for you on the camera so you guys can see how I kind of do this. Just want to make sure the camera angle's good and we'll focus kind of on that area. I do apologize for the lighting, it's kind of shitty for this vid. It is a cloudy day, which is affecting a lot. I just spilt the whole ashtray, but besides the point. We are now going to run each wire through the top of the receiver here and make sure when doing this that you be careful with all the wires and stuff. Then we're just going to give this a slight little tug. It's easier just to do one at a time. How did I mess that up? I put the cover on backwards. That is always fun. So we're going to take this off and we'll reroute this over. There we go guys, now we got the cover back on right. So again, your servo is going to be going to, let's see which one this one is. To channel 2, and your power, which is your electronic speed control, is going to go to channel 1. You're then going to take your antenna cord, pull it through. Again, you're going to have to shove this kind of back in there once you get this cover back kind of tightened and snugged. Then we'll have to reroute everything. But what I'm going to do right now is pause the camera, grab the silicone gun, and we will put a little brim of silicone around everything before I secure this. Which actually first we're gonna program all this, and then once I get the battery charged, we'll program it. That way it's easier just to get to it, and then we'll continue from there. We'll seal everything up for you guys. And in the meantime, I'm gonna eat real quick. Alrighty guys, well that was actually very easy. So all you have to do to rebind this to this actual car, here I'll bring back the camera a little bit, is you're gonna have to, here we'll zoom out too. First turn on the receiver and select the set button on the top of it right here, and you're gonna hold or turn it on. It'll start flashing red. Now you'll just place this near the car, you'll turn on the power and the link button at the same time, and it should just start automatically going green. And then you're going to want to test your left right steering, your throttle, and your brake real quick. Everything works in this case, so we know we did it correctly. What we're going to do is we're going to end up pulling the rest of these wires out. I'm just going to get the actual antenna out of my way, in the sense that I'm just going to put it where it goes. Hopefully I don't break it. I'm notorious of breaking things. And we are going to push this all the way down in there. And that's going to be kind of tricky to do, and you can't really see when this thing is blocking it. There. That should be it for that. Then we can kind of move all this fun stuff over. And guys, I don't want to mess up any of the electronics since this is a new receiver. So what we're just going to do is we're going to actually bolt this thing down, and then after just put a bead of silicone all the way around it, and that should prevent any water from getting back in there enough. There. I forgot you guys don't have the greatest camera angle, so we'll do it like that. Alrighty, I'm just gonna pause this, cut this. Alrighty guys, welcome back. So we just got some silicone. It is cold resistant, it's 100% silicone. It expands. You don't have to worry about it eating away at your plastic because it is made for plastic itself. I personally hate using silicone for any job, project, even around the house, just because it's so messy. But guys, believe it or not, just by you doing this is going to save you a big headache from having what I had to do, which was buying a new receiver and sending in the old one. Just so, for one, it is covered under warranty because it was done in the first 30 days. But two, I just wanted an extra one also, so if it happens again, I do have a replacement. You guys don't have to go crazy or anything with it. Just want to make sure that you get every single little bit of that edge. And then I'm going to do the rest from here. Alrighty guys, that's going to be a little bit messy. Don't get it on anything else like I just did. And another good tip that a lot of people don't know, but you're going to have to shove the rest of the wires in first. Take some of this pressure off this. I'm just going to give my freaking hand a quick wipe on that old shirt. Then you're going to actually want to come in there and push all these wires back in here. But also trying to remember that there is 3 slots that these wires have to kind of go into. So you guys can kind of pick your poison, which wire goes where and where you guys want to run it. But definitely have to get that in there. And I did touch the silicone again. Sorry guys, I really hate dealing with silicone because this happens a lot. This one's long, so we'll make it run there. But you also don't want this stuff touching the speed controller because that gets hot. So maybe I'll run it on this side of the antenna. I'll get this wire tucked all the way in there. We'll get the antenna wire in there, because there's a lot of it. There. Starting to look a little bit more cleaner, guys. And then my final tip would be, is we'll get this on first, and then we're going to throw a bunch of silicone around it, because that's a big opening where a lot of water always gets into. And that's how this one originally probably got fried. Now I just want to check before I put that cover back on where these actual wires are running through and which groove. Because God forbid you pinch these guys and then you just messed up a new servo. Or whatever you just put on. Alrighty, that looks not too bad. I'm hoping those things aren't going to get pinched. If that was the case, it's almost like we didn't even do a repair on it. And I'll tighten up this side, being sure to keep pressure on it so that way it don't lift up. Again, you guys just want to make sure that this is just snug. It doesn't have to be overly tightened whatsoever. You just want it to be waterproof. Again, what we will do is I'm actually going to do one thing to benefit myself right now, and then I'm going to hate myself for doing it. So we're actually going to run this wire up and over. Oh man, the silicone's getting everywhere now. There. Not too worried about that right now. Biggest thing again is giving this guy a good dab of silicone so no water gets in anywhere. I really wish I did before. Oh god. Oh guys, that's not what you want to do. You don't want to get that all over the capacitor. Be potentially very bad. I know this looks like a really shitty job, but trust me, you guys are gonna thank me after when you guys see yourself the $60 for a new receiver in the waiting time. Alrighty, I'm just gonna take this out so this doesn't leak anywhere. Guys, and this is what will happen now that you have everything linked up and it works. Forward reverse works. Now it's time for a rip, boys. Again, guys, we got a new front bumper for it. It's the same original stock one, just because I know I have a feeling I'm going to break it. And we also got a set of ARRMs in case we do destroy that. Alrighty, guys. This is the end to this little video. Hopefully we can kind of help you guys on how to do it and what to do and prevent some future receivers getting messed up. Alrighty guys, we'll talk to you guys soon.